started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. For a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold and fire complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Mayama. Throws to the tight end. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control?
There he goes! A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Sanders. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Jordan. They stripped it out. And he falls on top of his own fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Unleashes one deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Carr. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Keep them pinned in their own end. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Lane. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The touch pass on the jet sweep. Brings him to the open. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. Right on target this time. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback coming short.
The short hands, it's Pauling. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Lane.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Paul, when you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players that ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You know, that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Working that left side now. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's falling. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Finds him out of the backfield. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Fields. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pauly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wants to throw on first down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Dead center perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To open the second half. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Going to the run, it's Bob. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, pass to Walker. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just 1 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That's caught. It's Sanders. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They punt it away on 4th down.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over. Notre
Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Runs through a tackle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker.
There he goes. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown, Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Forward and finds his man on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Who says on the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Notre Dame, 31, USC, 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting it, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
Motion from the back. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Price. Now the toss. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
6 remain.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. On the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. That's reeled in. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Lemon. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Now the play fake. The throw. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Locke. Oh, what a move. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff. It's Locke. Got the 1st down and more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.